Hey Facebook. Hi Facebook. I screwed up that one, but we're doing good now. We're coming to you live today from Rythmia in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Rythmia Life Advancement Center is an advancement center that specializes in soul merging. So hey Ross, how you doing, brother? So soul merging is something that we believe in, that we experience every week. What's unique about our place is that every week we get somewhere between 40 and 90 people, and those people, when they leave, say that they've had a life-changing miracle during their stay. And the miracle generally has to do with merging of the soul. So this is something that's kind of unique to our place, and I'm going to tell you, the place is amazing, and the things that happen every week are beyond compare. There aren't words to describe what happens here on a weekly basis. So what we believe is this: we believe that when you're born, your soul is within your aura, and then you split out of safety and a need for safety, and you become this other person, and over time that this loss of self is what creates all disease, all addiction, all disorder, and all sadness. And we've been able to prove that here, that this really occurs. When you check out, you're given an electronic survey, and you answer that survey, and about 97% of all people report that they had this life-changing miracle during their stay. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you're watching this today, we're without a big partner of ours who rebroadcast this, who's not with us today, but if you're watching it, please press share. Please share this at the bottom of the screen, because this is going to help people. It really is going to help people. So let's talk a little bit about this thing. So my life was a crazy mess. I was a rich guy. Hey Greg, hey Jenny, hey Adam. I was a rich guy, and I was a real asshole. A terrible, terrible, terrible guy. And I lost my way so bad that I had contemplated suicide, and have actually tried to commit suicide 2 times. And I was just super, super, super unhappy, unfulfilled, and hated life. And this miracle happened to me. And we've been able to replicate this miracle, and it happens for all kinds of people who are here. And the name of this one is I Got My Miracle. And today I'm going to introduce you to one of our guests who's here this week, like we do every single week. And come over. This is Pico Todd. Please sit right here. Hi, if you can say hi.
Hello. Hi, Facebook.
And Pico, where are you from?
Somerville, Massachusetts, right next to Cambridge.
Next to Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah. And Pico, when you came here, were you? Did you believe in any of this soul merger stuff? Were you?
I didn't even know that was. Yeah. I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that I felt really strongly that I was at a point in my life where I needed something to happen. And a friend of mine invited me to come.
How cool.
And when I first heard Rythmia, I said, oh, sure, we just build like a bonfire on the beach. I can do that. Dance around,
right? It sounded easy.
Yeah. And it wasn't until that first introduction that you made that I said, oh, what? And then said, sure. Whatever.
What do you do back home?
I'm a cartoonist.
You're a cartoonist, illustrator?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so you didn't even really know it was ayahuasca, or?
Well, I knew it was ayahuasca.
You knew it was ayahuasca?
But I didn't really know what ayahuasca was.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So hey Bernie, when I'm done, I'm going to answer all you guys' questions. Well, use time to revisit. You should come and see us, Bernie. But so you came and you were like, okay, I'll just come and hang out, and then you went to my workshop,
right?
And you said, this is going to get real.
Yeah, and and you kept saying, this is this is not a vacation.
Uh-huh.
And that was starting to dawn on me.
Uh-huh.
And I just knew it was one of those things where I needed something. I needed to make it happen for myself. I needed to go toward it and not just have it happen to me. And then Rythmia came into my orbit, and it just seemed clear to me that coming here was the right thing to do.
And what did you think when you came? You're like, oh, nice little place.
Yeah, that's sort of kind of it's a resort and a swimming pool, and the food is delicious, and everyone is so friendly. And I felt I'm in good hands.
Okay.
And I could already tell that I was meeting nice people. And many things that you say in that being, like you say, you'll leave here with friends for life. I said, oh yeah, sure. Totally, completely true. Completely true. Anyway,
so let me ask you this: before you did this, you came here, you were thinking, oh, this might be whatever, a little like bonfire on the beach, kumbaya kind of stuff. And then you get here and you're in this class and you hear this crazy shit and me talking like a lunatic. Yeah. And you think, what? Oh, I'm glad I came.
Well, yeah. I think it was you talking as a lunatic that made me say, I like this guy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Because it was hilarious, and it was clear that it was heartfelt in the deepest sense. And it was so interesting, but I think until you experience it, the concepts are so abstract.
So when you heard me saying about this split, we were like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I thought intellectually I can see what you're talking about, but I knew that I was going to need to experience it before I had any sense of the reality of what you were
So can I ask you this?
Sure.
Were you afraid?
Terrified.
Terrified.
Well, I just, I started thinking, they say it tastes terrible and you have to swallow this stuff. And certain odd little things, like I thought, wait a minute, you don't get dinner? Like for 4 nights you don't get dinner?
Yeah.
So it's funny how your mind...
It's crazy what your mind goes to, though, right?
Yeah. All the other stuff, but no dinner?
Yeah.
But you just give yourself over to the experience.
And so now you go to this class on Monday, and then you go to, I think, there was an afternoon class too. And did you go to that?
Yeah, I did.
And then you go up, and 5 o'clock, it's time to drink the medicine, and tell us what happens.
Well, you go into this room, and this large, does it have a name?
A Maloka.
Maloka. I didn't know what, I kept calling it the Majorca.
That's close enough.
I'm still trying to make this into a resort, like, oh, I'm going to Mallorca now.
I love that.
And it just, I don't think I'll ever forget the images. There are mattresses laid out with pillows, blankets, the bucket that we all know about. And at this point, you still don't hardly know anybody who's around you.
Right.
And you kind of find your place, and you're looking around, and they're, trying to make sure you've got nice people on each side of you, and then it begins.
And so you drank the medicine. I want to say, if anybody has questions during this thing, if you dial 866-936-9446, they're there to answer your questions. And I'm going to tell you, you have to book this thing now, because we keep getting more filled and more filled and more filled. And if you don't do it now is the best time to do it. So now you drink this medicine and it tastes like shit. There it is. It tastes like shit. And
it's awful tasting. I mean, it's like awful tasting. And you have to like swallow the damn stuff, And so I did that, and the person, would you call is Scott
a shaman or a provider?
But has the most loving glow about him, just gentle and sweet, and you're in good hands. The people who work on the ceremonies are angels. They're sent from heaven, because every time I really got scared
or nervous, right?
I would go. There were a couple people I would really go to,
and they'd be right over, right?
Or when I would go up to take a drink, and I would say, and they would just, they would hug me. The hugs here are the best. They are world class.
I love that.
World class. And so that first night, I had my first experience.
And tell me what happened. So tell them what happened. So you drink it, you go lay down in your bed, and what?
Well, and I mean, you don't know what's going to happen.
No.
And like, how graphic can I get?
You can. Okay. Get as graphic as you want. I curse all the time.
Oh, I know. I'm talking more about, by the way, you will never discuss your bodily functions more openly
than
with
you do
more
here.
people here.
Yeah.
Because part of it is this purging that has to happen. And you realize it has a point.
There's a point to it.
It's a big point to it. And mine a lot of it seemed to be the below the waist kind. Which also kind of freaked me out because I'm thinking, bathroom, got to get to the bathroom.
You were afraid you might not make it?
I was really afraid.
Yeah,
The second day I brought about an extra pair of clothes and a towel. just in case.
I've done the same thing. I've taken Depends up there. So
yeah, I think I. Yeah. But and so my experience was very visual. I started to feel that I was seeing a reality beyond the reality that we live in, that I live in, and the first night was really just the first sense of. The first night, in a way, has kind of receded a little bit from my memory because the second and the third and the fourth nights
were the big nights.
Okay,
then let's hop to the first night that something went. Oh shit! Go ahead.
I would say that was Wednesday night.
And tell me about Wednesday night.
Oh my God!
So you drank the medicine. Wednesday night's medicine tastes even different than Tuesday's night. So you drink the medicine, you lay down, and within what?
Oh, who knows? Time. You know, human time was something else. But, well, first let me tell you, I had a funny experience. One of the people in our group kind of went a little crazy Wednesday. And he was in the bed next to me. And, you know, at this point...
Was he barking or something?
No, it was the person who ran around and... And so I'm sort of really getting into it. And all of a sudden, I feel something on my arm. And I look over it, and it's Jay. It's this person. And he's looking at me and his face is his face, but it's not his face. And it's one of those things where I think, there was a familiar, because I'd never met him before. I mean, other than being here. And he said, "Do I look familiar to you?" And I said, yeah. And then he said, "It's me. It's me." And I said, "Yeah." And at this point, I'm starting to say, I better not say no. I was still enough in my brain.
I love that. It got a little wild.
And then things went. I don't want it. It's my story, not his story.
Yeah.
So
tell me your.
So for that night, I was seeing things.
By the way, he did great. Just so you know,
he did.
He's a new guy.
Unbelievably.
Yeah. So everybody has their little thing.
Everybody.
But tell me. So now he's out of the picture. Now he's outside.
Okay.
And what's happened to you?
I am seeing things I never thought in my life I would see.
Like what kind of things?
I am seeing. I'm watching the people, the shamans, and they're, like, for example, there's a smoke that they put around periodically, and I'm watching them transform. They're going around the room, and first it's the person. It's like, you know, it's Brad.
Scott or Brad.
Yeah. And then it's an old woman. And then it's a young Indian woman. And then it is like a Indian warrior, and then it's back to being Brad, and then it goes on, and I saw a spirit cat. It's hard to describe. And what I can tell you is, I saw the spaceship right outside the flight deck.
Yep.
I mean, I watched that forever, and then I saw it become a falcon, a huge falcon. And meanwhile, I think it was Tuesday that I got the sacred surgery.
So you had surgery on you, and the little guys came?
Well, it was a little different. It was like I was in a cockpit, but it was clear I was in an operating room. But I just want to say, I am not making this shit up. I didn't imagine this. I didn't create this out of my mind. This is real. This was real. And I think also...
so wait, I just want to stay with something,
sorry,
because it's great. So the spaceship comes, they're doing some work on you.
Yeah.
Where did you feel it?
In my neck.
In your neck?
Yeah.
And what do you think they were doing, do you know?
I I don't know. I don't know. And I'm discovering I have a lot of confusion still, which is good. I'm really happy to have that.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're wonderful.
Yeah.
But now, so let's go to let's get back. So the second night, Scott's turning into...
Oh, that's the third night.
The
I
third
was
night?
starting a little bit
And
on
the ladies are in on Thursday night. All of the women shaman, right? And they're doing blessings and da-da-da-da.
Right.
And now, does Mother Ayahuasca ever come to you? Or does who comes to you to start the... Or tell me how it goes.
Oh, well, I just was watching everything. I think the most significant thing for me was that all of a sudden I knew I had been there before.
So talk about it. So you knew you'd been there before.
And I thought, wait a minute, I know what's going to happen next. I know, and I heard a voice saying, you know this, you've been here.
Right.
You've been part of this before.
Right.
And I thought, how is this possible?
I know.
That I've been here and I know this, but I did know it. And I did be that, and I thought, oh my God. And I had moments of feeling like I saw people coming to me from my life, but
like your dad or who? Tell me who was coming in, or just relatives that you knew but you couldn't put a name to it.
Yeah, just something.
They might be even past life
it could
folks
have been,
that are.
Yeah. So, but I was just so entranced in what I was witnessing that. And I just wanted to stay there and just wanted to just...
It's crazy, right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Amazing, right?
And it's not the least bit frightening for me.
No, I know. Now, let me say this. The people, usually by Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon, people are super freaked out. And they're freaked out. When I say freaked out, I mean they're scared. They already got a glimpse of themselves that they haven't seen their whole life of, wow, a glimpse of themselves, and they're a little apprehensive, but they're intrigued as hell. So we get them back up on Thursday.
Thursday.
We get them back up on Thursday, and tell us about Thursday.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you this. This remerger, did you have a rebirth, a remerger?
I did not
something? Tell me
have
what you think you had.
I didn't have a rebirth. And one thing, and I don't know if this is true or not, but we're just talking, right?
Just talking about.
Well, first I should say, I'm like really old.
You're not like that old.
I am. But...
How old are you?
70.
70, rock on. I love that.
71 in May.
I love that.
Happy birthday.
May what?
10.
That's my son's birthday.
I
know,
hey.
That crazy?
Yeah. But so that means that I've had time to do some of this work.
Oh my God, yeah,
before getting here. Yeah. And in fact, I being here made me realize that an experience I had maybe 25 years ago was in fact a rebirth.
And that's what you told me. I remember now. So your rebirth already happened. And then you were...
But I didn't know, I wouldn't have
But you didn't know it until you saw from this side what.
What had happened. So that, and I did that one on my own without any support. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just knew.
So I want to stay a point with you. So listen, so Thursday, what happens? Thursday's a big night here. So.
Yes. Well, okay, I don't want to put anybody off, but they say the medicine is very gentle, and a lot of it is a purging medicine.
Did you purge?
Oh.
Wednesday?
I purged the whole time. I didn't do the horrible, like my stomach's coming up through my mouth purging. I was in the bathroom a lot.
Diarrhea purge.
Yeah. And it happened on Thursday. I didn't even realize that was part of it. I kept thinking I wasn't getting the same visions as I was getting on Wednesday night. And then I thought, so I said, is it not working for me?
So this is Thursday after you have a drink?
Yeah. And after like 20 trips to the bathroom, I said, wait a minute.
That's
what they said. This is, and it tends to purge that way.
It does. Yeah.
So that was good. But I have to say that, there's toward the end of the night, and it's an all night long thing, and if we go in and say, it's 7:30 at night, and we're here till 8 in the morning. How's this possible? You don't even know that
it's a blink of an eye.
It's a blink of an eye.
It's a blink of an eye.
Right. Although there were other nights that were much shorter where I was thinking this experience is never going to end.
And that can happen too. So I want to ask you.
So anyway, toward the end of the night, it's time for the real healing to happen, and I on it, and I'm going to try not to cry on camera. I don't. I have never in my life thought I would be privileged enough to witness what I witnessed Thursday night. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and the most powerful. And I don't know how I was so lucky to be here for that. And Mitra, the shaman, is just, oh my God, he's like the best person in the world.
He's my friend. He's a good man.
Oh, yeah. And at the end, he said, keep me in your prayers, and I'm going to
How beautiful is
pray
that?
for Mitra. And it was, and I also will say, I have never in my life felt love like I feel here.
I know.
Never. And I'm not somebody who's, like it's somebody.
You're not foreign to that.
I'm
right?
not foreign
you
to that.
live in love. I can see.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But on a whole different level, on a totally different level, it is absolutely true. I have friends I'm taking home with me forever.
Forever.
And I will also say, which put your money where your mouth is. I've already made my reservation to come back.
I love that. I love that. So I am saying this now. You saw the whole group of people, and you saw some people having hard reactions and da-da-da-da. And by Wednesday, you're probably thinking, not everybody's going to get this. And yet, by Saturday, everybody, boom.
The only people who might not have gotten it are the people who didn't come Thursday night.
Yeah, you can't miss Thursday night.
Thursday night was, and they say to you, it's the healing. It's different. You have to be here. I would not have missed that. You could have my kidneys.
It really
give me that experience.
Does it? So it's a cumulative. Thanks for saying that, Heather. You're the only one that noticed. Thank you. They saw my haircut. That's good. So the thing here that you have to do is you have to go to the classes. You have to eat the food. You have to go to all the ceremonies. You have to go to all the breath work.
Yes. Because
if you don't, if you miss something, you can miss everything. So you gotta really participate.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of the breath work?
I didn't have a strong reaction. I loved it. But yesterday's breath work, I did it on the night that I got here, so I didn't know.
Sunday night.
I did something like, what the fuck is this? And I will say something else. The music is magical. The music is magical, and I didn't even notice the music Sunday night. Now I have bought everything to just keep that music with me.
Know.
Last night it was like, oh my God, we're back in Mallorca.
I love that.
And last night, which was my first breath work after going through the ayahuasca experience, she was still working in me, and so I'm half breathing and half saying, how close is the nearest bathroom?
Well, the thing is, what's so crazy is that when you do breath work after 4 nights of medicine, it generally launches you. So you're still, that medicine's in you, and it's going to be in you. The great thing is this, is that and you did so much work. You were such a love. You did so much work previous in your life. A lot of people don't do any work and they just show up.
Yeah.
You had all this work done, right? You were
Yeah,
I know you did. And you could see it in you. You were having a breeze with it. And
so I'm looking forward to and also last night, we'd been up for 48 hours or something. I was really tired.
That's usually when it works the best, though, when they're falling over.
Yeah.
So the thing is, though, is that when we tell people it's a hard week's work, they think, well, how hard can it be? It's in the sunshine and da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
But you've got to tell the truth.
It's freaking hard.
It's hard.
It is the hardest work you'll ever do in a lot of ways. And part of it is just, you don't know what's going to happen. Even if you've had a really good experience one night, the next night might be totally different.
Yep.
It's different medicine. Yep. It's all ayahuasca, but different medicine.
Different providers, different tastes.
Different sort of emphases on things. And so you have to go. I think if you're not scared, you're fucked up. Something is wrong.
Dude, if you're not afraid. Listen, I drank with you guys Thursday night.
I know.
And
I was next to Petra.
Yeah, no, I was on the other side.
I
was just on the other side.
Yeah.
And listen, I drink a lot, and I was scared. As when I drank, I was like, well, I hope this is a good one. A good one. I hope it's gentle to me, because the truth is that the medicine comes into you and it does what's ever needed, not what you think you need.
Exactly.
And so it can, if you need a little beating, it's going to give you a little beating. And I was due for a little beating, but it didn't give me one. So I was happy about that.
Right. And the other thing that I truly believe, and it's emphasized over and over again, is you're never going to get anything that you can't handle.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
And even
Ever.
the people who freaked out on Wednesday, even on Thursday, they're walking around like, oh, you know. And people are saying, you know, one guy said, I said, are you coming tonight? No, I'm not going. I'm not putting myself through that again. And we all kind of urged it. And then the next morning, for one thing, you go through this horrible night, you're still there. Yeah. You're still okay. Yeah. And so you hear
and
that.
And what happened to those guys the next time that they drank medicine?
Oh, they were like,
and that is it. So hey, Annie Evans, how are you? Hi, Gina. Hi, guys. Listen, we want you to come here. We want you to ask questions. And listen, if you look for prices and stuff, please call that 866-936-9446. The beard's looking good, Jerry. Will Rythmia ever have other medicines like Cambo? Probably not, Richard. We're stuck on ayahuasca. We love it. My parents get there today. Well, okay, tell me your parents' name. I love that. I will give what IT wants, not what I want. What it wants, exactly, Michelle.
Yeah.
This is an act of surrender. I don't know what you've ever done, what kind of work you've done in your life, but this is an act of complete surrender. And I always tell people, it's easy to surrender when you're riding a unicorn over a rainbow. Oh, this is so much fucking fun, throwing stardust, and it's great. But when it gets hard, that's when surrendering gets super important, and that's where the rubber hits the road. That's where all the gifts come. And I'm going to tell you, the people that are walking around here today, leaving today and tomorrow, that are walking on a cloud, when you see it, you go, you know what? I saw that guy Wednesday night. He had a hard time. But fuck, it was worth it. Look at him. Oh, I know. Like, it's so worth it.
Yeah, it is. It is simply, and it is the best week I've ever spent in my life.
I love that.
And it's true. It's true. And like before we started this, you know, Jerry said, you know, just tell the truth. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to start lying now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That the inference there was terrible.
No, that's okay. Sorry. I mean, no, I didn't take it that way. I just thought how funny it was, because it really is about just telling the truth.
The whole thing's about telling the truth.
And it is. I mean, the only I wouldn't. You know, I can't even say how much I hope everybody watching this comes. Yeah. Whatever it takes to get you here, get yourself here, and you will find love and acceptance and challenge. Challenge.
Lots of challenge.
You will become very well acquainted with your with your bodily functions.
That's here's the greatest thing too. Nobody thinks they're going to make it to the bathroom, and yet we didn't have one accident the whole week.
Right.
So like nobody thinks they're going to make it though.
Right.
But they make it.
Yeah.
I love many people say that it became another form of it. No, it doesn't become another form of addiction. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, really, unless you're really into some weird shit.
Unless you love shitting yourself and throwing up. I've never once driven through Santa Monica and saw someone with the sign, need money for ayahuasca. Like they're not. Oh. There's no ayahuasca junkies.
It's not fun.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
You don't get
high.
Listen. Jessica says, when will she be back? I want to be there with her.
Oh, hi, Jessica.
Yeah. Well, when are you coming back? They want to know.
I don't know exactly. Within the next year, for sure. I mean, I've already paid my money, so. But believe me, you will find the best people on earth here. Yeah. So.
We really, really, really want you to come. And I'm going to tell you, when you see people come in on Sunday, like today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and they're scared, and a lot of them are have tried a lot of stuff and it hasn't worked, and then they come here and they're like, oh my God, this is my chance. And there's all different kinds of groups of people, right? There's spiritual searchers who've topped out. Yeah. There's people that just have it on their bucket list. There's people that have been trying lots of shit and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And those are the group that I really like. They're the group that's most afraid. And they're like, oh, if this doesn't work, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And the thing, what happens over this week is amazing. And in certain ceremonies, how many people in ceremonies? Anywhere from 40 or 50 to as much as 90.
Yeah, I think our group was what, about 50?
55, I think.
Yeah, and it was that was a good size.
Yeah, that's a great. It's a great thing. And I'm going to tell you, by the numbers, about 97%. When we started, it was 91%. It's 97% of the people that come through here report that they had this miracle and that their life, it's the best week that they ever spent.
Oh,
and
I'm hearing that from everybody.
From everybody, right? Like it's just a wonderful time. So if you guys have more questions, wow, is there enough bathrooms for that many people? Here's what's crazy. Sometimes not. But anyway, here's the thing. Generally, yes. Going with my sister. Emily has been there 3 or 4 times now. Bring my boyfriend. When I come, glad to have you, Jenny. Does the medicine help open up your personality? Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
It's going to make you
whatever
feel
you need.
different.
It will make you come alive in whatever way you need to come alive.
100%.
Yeah.
What's the average age? 72. Right now we're going, no, it's from, let me think, the youngest kid here this week was 20. And you, I don't think you're the oldest. I think there's somebody else who
Could be, I don't know.
The one fella I think was older than you. And last week I had an 81.
Oh, wow.
And I've had an 89, and she drank, this is when we were serving medicine 7 nights a week. She drank 6 nights.
Holy cow.
So it's all over the map. It's from 20 to 18 actually is the youngest you can be. And we do have 18. We did. What's his name? Oh, no, he wasn't 18. He was 20. So that, okay, no. I'm thinking of something. Okay. Sorry about that. Is it possible my addiction to smoking goes away? Absolutely. Your addiction, whatever you give the medicine as a child, it's going to take. So you have to give it as a child. Yeah. So listen, guys, we love you. I can't wait to see you next week. I had taken 2 weeks off because I was in the United States, in California, and I'm back, and I'll be doing Facebook Live next week. I think the week after I'm on vacation, but Christian will take it. We're located in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. We're 5 minutes from the beach, walking on a bike, 7 minutes on the bike from the beach. We're in a beautiful place. You're probably not going to go to the beach, though, because this is kind of a wild week.
Yeah.
I've been planning to come soon and ran into a lady Wednesday that shared with me. She's been there several times. Very encouraging. See, now left a message on your voicemail, now waiting for a return call. Susie, we're going to see you here. Richard coughing. Richard's been here. Alex, nice to see you, Alex. It's nice to see everybody who keeps showing up.
I just want to wish anybody who comes just a wonderful experience. It will be worth every, sweat, blood, and tears. It's worth everything.
It's so
worth everything.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you guys to come to Yale. I'll be here May 27th. And I look forward to meeting you, Sheila. And it's year round. We operate 52 weeks a year, except on Christmas and for the month of September. And I love the rainy season. Don't let people say, oh, don't come in. And there are people that will say, oh, don't go to Costa Rica in May, June, July, August, or September, and they're crazy. It's the most beautiful thing. It rains once a day. It's green like a jungle, and it's beautiful. So please come. I'm dying to meet you all, and you have to have this experience that Pico had. This is the great stuff. I can't wait to meet all you guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful week. God bless you. Yeah. Please share this, and please share it with everybody. Hey, Adam, I think I'll be here on June 3rd. You just have to call the 800 number. They'll tell you. But we'll see you guys, and we'll see you next week. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
God keep you, and God hold you.